Consider the actions and states of people throughout their lives when they eat, sleep, or perform necessary bodily functions, when they are consumed by lust, or when they bask in their greatest moments of pride and glory. Observe them as they exult in their pomp or vent anger and displeasure from positions of supposed power and authority. Ask yourself, how base and servile were their efforts to achieve these fleeting moments of grandeur? And consider how soon death will overtake them, reducing all their pride to nothingness. Whatever the common nature of the universe sends to each individual is best for them. Its timing is always perfect, because nature operates with wisdom and purpose. As the poet observes, the earth eagerly awaits the rain, and the heavens long to pour down upon it, displaying a mutual affection. Similarly, the world carries a certain love for all events that unfold. Let your desires align with this universal affection so that you embrace what the world deems fitting. Just as the world naturally loves what occurs, you too can love what unfolds in harmony with its nature. In life, only 3 paths are possible. You may continue in your current way of living, enduring its challenges as you always have. You may choose to withdraw and detach yourself from worldly affairs, thus fulfilling your personal wish, or your life may come to an end, in which case you can take comfort in completing your duties. Whatever the case, take heart, there is always reason to find peace in the present. Solitude, often romanticized by philosophers, is no different in essence from life among others. Whether in the bustle of towns or the stillness of a mountaintop retreat, the same truths of life can be found everywhere. Solitude exists not in physical isolation, but in the clarity of one's thoughts. As Plato suggests, even in the most secluded setting, you can reflect on your inner being, asking questions such as, what governs my actions? How am I using my rational faculties? Are they free, or are they enslaved by bodily desires? Solitude is a state of mind, not merely a place. Anyone who defies the law is a fugitive, and the law of the universe governs all things. Thus, those who feel sorrow, anger, or fear about events decreed by the universal order rebel against it. The divine law, as the ultimate distributor of all that happens, commands acceptance. To resist is to reject the natural order and become a fugitive from nature itself. Reflect on the wondrous processes of life. Once a man provides the seed, he plays no further role in its development. Another force takes over, nurturing and transforming it into a child. Similarly, when food is consumed, another force within distributes nutrients, fuels the body, and performs countless invisible tasks. Contemplate these unseen operations and the power behind them, not just the processes themselves. Although you cannot perceive this power with your physical eyes, strive to see it with the clarity of your reason and understanding. Consider how all things repeat in cycles with little variation over time. Reflect on the lives of those who came before, whether from personal experience or historical accounts. Picture the courts of emperors like Adrian, Antoninus Pius, or Alexander, or the lives of those under kings like Croesus. Notice the sameness in their actions, joys, and struggles. Different actors, but the same play. Such reflections reveal the unchanging nature of human affairs across time. Imagine a pig squealing as its throat is cut. In a similar way, some people lament over worldly losses. Others, lying in bed, bewail the hardships of mortal life. Yet only rational creatures are granted the ability to accept fate willingly. While all beings must submit to the universal order, Reason allows humans to do so with grace and understanding. When contemplating any action, ask yourself, will death seem more grievous because I can no longer perform this task? Reflect on whether the fear of death truly stems from a love of life's pursuits or from a misunderstanding of what death signifies. When angered by another's wrongdoing, turn your focus inward and ask, am I not also guilty of valuing riches, pleasure, or praise? By recognizing your own faults, you can temper your anger with understanding. Acknowledge that others act out of ignorance and misguided beliefs, errors they cannot escape without help. If you can, guide them away from these falsehoods. If not, forgive them, knowing their actions stem from error. When you see prominent individuals, be they generals, scholars, or leaders, consider their predecessors. Reflect on where these individuals are now and how fleeting their accomplishments were. Realize that worldly things are as transient as smoke, vanishing without a trace. Remind yourself of your own impermanence and focus on living virtuously during the short time allotted to you. Life's challenges are opportunities for growth. Just as a strong stomach can digest anything and a roaring fire consumes all it encounters, your mind can transform adversity into wisdom and resilience. Embrace these obstacles, making them integral to your nature, and find peace in navigating life's difficulties with patience and fortitude. Do not let anyone truthfully accuse you of lacking sincerity, goodness, or simplicity. These qualities depend entirely on your own will. Resolve that you would rather cease to live than compromise these principles. Strive to find joy in living according to your nature, letting every action align with what it means to be human. Take inspiration from the cycles of nature. Leaves fall and are replaced, and so it is with people. Applause or criticism from others, no matter how heartfelt, is no different. It too will fade. Just as the spring renews the trees, humanity continues its endless cycle of birth and death. Recognize this transience and focus on what truly matters, as time quickly carries us forward. A sound understanding, like a healthy eye or ear, embraces all that it encounters. Avoid being selective in your perception, favoring only what pleases you. Instead, train your mind to remain receptive and balanced, ready to understand and accept all experiences without bias. Even the most virtuous individuals will have detractors at their deathbeds, those who secretly rejoice at their passing. Recognize that such is the way of the world. When your time comes, part with life willingly, maintaining love and kindness for those who survive you. Accept your departure as a natural separation, free of bitterness or compulsion. As you observe others, ask, what is their purpose in acting this way? Apply this same scrutiny to yourself, ensuring that your actions align with reason and virtue. Self-examination strengthens your resolve to act rightly. Remember that external events do not control your emotions or actions. It is your inner beliefs and judgments that determine your response. Your rational mind is the essence of who you are. Do not let bodily concerns or material possessions distract you from living according to reason. The true power lies within you, not in external tools or circumstances.